What you can see in pink is the cell membrane. It's kind of like the skin that covers our bodies. It's a protector of the inside of the cell, and it structures the cell. Next is the cytoplasm. A large portion of the cell is occupied by the cytoplasm. It has a very gooey and gelatinous texture. It's always in motion, and
it keeps the organelles in place.
Yeah. So next is the cell wall, which you can see
In
white. And this is a much thicker and more rigid wall than the cell membrane. It's formed from a resistant material called cellulose.
And it like protects all the organelles inside of the cell.
And it provides support for the cell. Next is the chloroplasts. Whatever you can see in green is chlorophyll pigments. This is what consists of the chloroplasts. And it is the production of sugar from solar energy and carbon dioxide. Plants all have chloroplasts, and that's why they produce oxygen.
So this photo, as you see, where it says without sodium chloride,
Which means salt.
which means salt, or it's scientific name for salt, has a lot more water than this one with sodium chloride, because the cells are doing a thing called osmosis, which tries to balance the water and salt or whatever substances in the water so that it's even in the cell and outside of the cell.
In other words, osmosis is the water moving from one part of the cell to the cellular from one side of the cellular membrane, to the other, so it could reestablish the equilibrium. So both
sides could be equal.
Like my partner just said. Of the concentration of dissolved particles, because in this picture particles are much more dissolved.
And you could see a lot more white, which is...
So osmosis, just to recap, is the passage of water across a membrane that only allows certain substances to pass. A universal solvent